Hello and welcome to Dystopian Report, the place where we talk about the nightmare world we have found ourselves in. I'm your host, Jesse Pullman. Ariel the office cat is hanging out right here in my lap, and today is February 7th. It's about 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when this goes live, and today we're going to be talking about modern medicine and healthcare, its impact on you and me, and what steps we need to take next regarding our political situation. So this is a trigger warning for those who might have a medical phobia of some sort. We are going to talk about minor medical details, not in detail, but we're going to go over how medicine has helped people. So if that is a trigger for you, please be aware. I'm going to use myself as a case study for these examples. So let's follow me here for a second. Today, I want you to take a minute and think of all of the times that modern medicine has saved your life. In other words, all of the times you would be dead if it wasn't for modern medicine. For me, we'll start at the start. I was born 2 weeks late. My mother required a C-section to get me out. Now, cool. We've thought about all the times that we almost died. Let's now talk about the times someone close to us could have died if it wasn't for modern medicine. And I'll use my mom as an example because she got a major infection after the C-section and she was in the hospital for 2 weeks where she couldn't even really be with me because she was infected with stuff and she needed medication to survive. So my mom and I almost died when I was born. Now, with that in mind, I want you to think about every time that modern medicine has saved you from some kind of condition, some kind of injury or illness that would have otherwise really messed with your life, your quality of life. I'll use an example of having surgery on my knee when I was 16 years old. I was playing lacrosse. I went to go hit a guy low. My teammate hit a guy high. He fell on top of me. He was 200 pounds. I was 120. And it really messed up my knee, which was already bad. So I needed surgery on my knee. I could walk fine after the surgery, after I recovered. In physical therapy. Cool. Finally, I want you to consider all of the times that modern medicine may have helped you, but you may not have noticed. And let's go with all the times that you and I both may have been exposed to a dangerous childhood illness, such as whooping cough, but not caught it because we were vaccinated. Or, even if we weren't vaccinated, maybe we weren't exposed to it because other people were vaccinated and weren't able to get the illness. I want you to think about that list we just went through for a minute. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., to the best of my knowledge, does not have a vote set, a date, for his Health and Human Services confirmation hearing. In other words, he's had his hearings, the vote hasn't been set yet. And we need to oppose him at every turn. We need to oppose everything related to him. He might, given what I've seen, be one Trump appointee we can stop. We have, for example, Mitch McConnell, whose history with polio just became all the more important when he fell twice in one day at the Senate. They said his polio was acting up. His issues with polio, his permanent nerve damage or whatever it might have been. I don't exactly know how polio works. I never had it because I was vaccinated against it. Anyway, we should probably be against the man who is against vaccines and against modern healthcare because without it, you and I might not be here to have this conversation. Thank you all so much for joining me. I'm going to show you Ariel the office cat as a palate cleanser. She's sitting here. I told you she's just being a little beautiful kitten. Thank you all so much for joining me, and as always on this channel, pieces.